Hello again. It's time for this month's marketing pop-up from your friends at Whole Growth Partners. Now, today we'll be talking about promoting just about anything at all. Now, before we get started, you'll see a QR code here on your screen. If at any point during today's session you want more information on ideas we've shared, give it a scan and our team will get back to you right away. So today we'll be talking about, first off, what's even worth promoting. Second, how you can get the word out. And third, how you can expand your reach even further than your own natural audience. So let's get started. Now, first off, it's important to remember that people don't know what you're doing unless you tell them. It's just a natural fact of life. We might think that our actions are seen and heard across our friends, our clients, our community, but truly people need to be informed, and it's up to you or your team to get the word out. So what's even worth promoting? Well, let's talk about that. Perhaps you've just recently earned an award. Many large organizations give out awards throughout the year. Now, of course, you want to talk about this in a way that your clients and prospects understand. This shouldn't be talked about as a sales award, but instead an award that recognizes the impact that you've had on your community. Perhaps how many families you've helped reach and achieve their goals. You might consider promoting an article that you've recently been featured in. Now, this might be a paid feature or an earned feature. That doesn't matter. What matters is the story that you tell. And when you promote this, you get to own that story. Perhaps you've recently launched a new brand, and this is a pivotal moment for engaging your clients and your community in your new brand. Perhaps it's a community partnership, an event. You get the idea. You can truly promote just about anything at all. So let's talk about some examples and how you might get the word out. In this example, we see a team that has recently launched a new scholarship for the financial planning field. And there's a press release that goes out announcing this scholarship and this team's commitment to advancing education and diversity in the financial planning field. They put out a social media post to ensure that people know what they've done. They feature this prominently on their website, and they also inform their clients through not only a client email, but through an end-of-year letter that recaps this scholarship and their commitment to their community. Let's talk about another example. In this example, we see an advisor that has written an article about the coaching carousel and the impact that this has on coaches and athletes and their financial future. Of course, this is relevant because that's his target market. So he writes this article, he posts on social media, check us out, we've been featured in Yahoo Finance. He also sends an email to his clients letting them know about this feature, and finally an email to his target market, letting them know about this feature and about his expertise in helping them navigate things like the coaching carousel. So multiple promotional opportunities that come from one article. Of course, this is likely also featured in his email signature, on his website, in client or prospect communications. The list goes on and on. And I'll share a few other examples here. Perhaps you are active in your community and you're regularly volunteering. You want to make sure that you're letting people know. This is a great way to also bring awareness to those philanthropic organizations that are near and dear to your heart. Perhaps you are featured on a local AM radio station or a local news program. Perhaps you've launched a new brand, or you want to promote your commitment to education through some kind of designation series on social media. The opportunities truly are endless when it comes to talking about your team, your role in your community, and all of the great work that you're doing. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a marketing pop-up if we weren't talking about how you can use these promotional opportunities for prospecting. So let's talk about this. First off, you want to make sure that your advocates know what you're doing and that we're asking them to share. You might have a list of folks that you're texting and saying, hey, would you mind sharing my social posts? People that are truly advocating for the success of your firm. You want to make sure that you're arming your COIs and your joint work partners and informing them of all of this great work that you're doing the same way that you're informing your clients. Give them fuel for introducing you. Ensure that your prospects and your clients know what you're doing. Incorporate this into your onboarding process, your communications, your email signature. And finally, don't be afraid to remind your networks. It's likely that they wouldn't see one social post, but they might see that Throwback Thursday post that comes a week later. Don't be afraid to talk about what you're doing. Okay, so let's wrap up this month's marketing pop-up. First of all, people don't know what you're doing unless you tell them. That's just unfortunately the reality, so we have to get on board with self-promotion. Remember that this type of promotion affirms your credibility and it positions you favorably. So don't be afraid to talk about it. I mean, really, this is likely a key influencer to someone wanting to do business with you. This might actually be the thing that moves your prospect to action. They see that your actions match up with how you talk about what you do and the role that your firm plays. And finally, this is likely to give your advocates fuel for referring you. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that people are bought into our brand and that they feel confident when it comes to referring your firm. And all right, friends, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me for this month's marketing pop-up. If you'd like any more information or ideas around the ideas that we shared today, please be sure to scan that QR code and we'll get more information in your hands right away. Thanks so much.